everybody, it's the Racetrack Ladies.
Hello.
Hey, we're coming to you live in Daytona after the dualies at the at the track.
Racetrack.
At the racetrack. And today we had the dualies. And what are those dualies, Lady S?
They're the qualifying for the Daytona 500.
Woo!
Well,
and
it's not the total qualifying because we've already qualified the front row. No, we've
More or
already
less.
qualified the front row. We've got, it's the Martin show on the front row.
Sure, yeah.
Well, not really.
But people pay to go to this race because this is like where the real racing really takes place.
Yeah, but I don't think Martin's going to be on the front row anymore because didn't he? Like,
He didn't hit anything.
No,
he just
he's fine.
he just
he's
fine.
I don't know.
We had
He'll be
two
fine.
races today.
Yes. So in race one, you had a really tough lineup. You had Jeffy Gordon, you had Jimmy Johnson, and Tony Stewart.
It was a heavy
It was
group.
well. I mean,
Well,
it was
you
a-
had Greg Biffle.
you had the Biff. Oh, you had Matt Kenseth. Sorry
not
about
so
that.
Yeah, I mean,
much.
I think you picked him to win the 500.
I still pick you, Maddie, for the 500 win. I think you
Well,
can pull
I
out
wanna
a
say
backup
thank
I think you're
somewhere.
smoking something.
I'll say
What you're
thanks to
doing.
Matt Kenseth because he did give Tony a good push. But then after that, it
Not
not so
good
much.
one, 'cause then you-
Okay.
yeah.
they were
All right, well, let's
Okay,
get
so anyhow,
to
so
the
we
race.
had dueling number one. So the neat thing about the dualies is that you still do the whole prayer and everything. And I do want to give props to the person who sang the national anthem.
That
She
was
was from
good.
Cirque du Soleil from the La Nuba show, and I thought she did a very good job.
Yeah,
I was very
It
impressed.
was
Yeah,
a
she was
higher
very
key
good.
than I'm used to.
It was,
so
I mean,
harder to sing along.
but she belted it out. I thought it was really
did
good.
belt it.
We normally don't sing along unless the mic goes out.
Yes, right.
kind of like shootout night.
Yeah, but then the flyover came and I had to take a picture of that.
So that was beautiful.
Anyhow, so then the race started and let's see, gosh, what happened?
Let's see, Jeff Gordon won.
Well, Mike
Okay,
Skinner.
there was more
Oh,
to
right.
it
Oh,
than that.
there was stuff in between.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, there was stuff in
I
between.
thought it was all about Jeff winning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
so
not
we had a
much.
caution with. I thought it was really cool when. Well, I'm sure Kurt Busch didn't think it was really cool, but when he spun out, like he did that solo little spin on the front
Yeah.
stretch.
But didn't
I
somebody
got
tap
the picture of
Well,
it.
he didn't
Oh,
really-
that was Robbie Gordon.
Yeah, he didn't really want to make that solo little spin. I'm
Yes,
There was a
he
sharp-
recovered well.
Yes,
Kurt
he did.
Busch-
Yeah.
Yes, he did
Robbie
very
Gordon
well.
hit somebody.
And then Mike Skinner had a little problem with
Yeah.
transmission or something, or engine. I don't know.
He
Anyhow,
was just down.
his car just stopped.
He
Yeah.
took a direct
And,
left.
You're right.
Yeah.
Never good
Left
to
in
take
the
a direct
garage.
left.
That was sad. I felt bad for him.
Yeah, but then you had Matt Kenseth who was not happy with somebody in that
He
race.
was not happy with who
the
was
26
it?
was it J Mac?
Yes, J-Mac. Yeah.
You mean he's not happy with a teammate?
Yeah.
My pick for the 500.
Yeah.
But I will say, and then of course Matt Kenseth has an accident and falls out. But so when we talk about the Roush driver, because I really do truly believe that Roush will eventually win a Daytona 500 here with these drivers that he's
On
got.
Sunday?
Yeah, maybe.
I'm hoping not
Jeff and
this
Jimmy
Sunday.
don't get in his way. But David Reagan, I thought, did an excellent job today until he got involved in the accident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, I'll give a props to my guy.
That happens.
you don't know how to kill anybody's day.
All right. Well, so anyways, then Jeff Gordon won.
Well, at first there were sprinkles, and so it was like, oh my gosh, is it going to rain? And they're going to
Well-
stop the race, and then it's going to be a restart, and then he'll lose it. Kind of like,
Well,
he
'cause
didn't do very well at the Bud shootout.
Jeff Gordon did have some competition. There was Tony Stewart.
Yeah,
he
I
was
know.
trying.
Tony was very happy with his car, and I'm so happy he was happy
In
with
the
his
Hendrick
car.
Motorsports
Hendrick
engine.
chassis.
Okay, it
Engine
was still
chassis,
Tony
whatever.
Stewart behind the
Yeah,
wheel.
for some reason,
Thank you.
Tony Stewart couldn't pull it out. He kept
Yeah.
rushing ahead and
Well,
falling back.
but he was
rushing
saying,
ahead and
You know,
falling back.
but it's all about help.
But it's
all
just
about
like
help.
what Tony said, is that you would get off too far ahead, and then everybody
Right.
else would get that steam, and then rush back by you. So that's
Right.
why they were doing that thing back and forth.
I just
but
thought
ultimately
he couldn't pass.
he did. But ultimately Jeff Gordon won. Yay! And in victory lane he had Ella. His
Oh, was she
daughter
not the
with him.
cutest little girl in that cute little frilly dress?
She was cute.
She was
I mean,
cute.
what do you expect from
She
the
was
Gordon?
daddy.
I was just
That's all
saying,
she wanted.
that's the first time we've seen that. That's because why? He hasn't
Hey,
been
hey,
in
hey.
victory lane.
Well, he
in a
hasn't
while.
been in victory lane.
Don't be dissing Jeff.
Long time.
I don't
Whatever.
even think Ella was around the last
I'm sorry.
time.
Yes,
was
she
in victory lane.
was.
We didn't
Oh,
see
I'm
any
just
of their
saying,
drivers
I
in
don't
victory
think
lane,
you-
so we don't care.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
Anyway, so we had
second
second
race.
Julie.
Second race.
Julie number 2.
Julie number 2.
The one we were all waiting for, because that's the one with Junior was in.
Oh, yes. Because I know I was waiting
for that.
anxiously.
Lady K, why don't you tell us about Julie number 2?
Yeah,
Well,
tell us.
Julie number 2
And
started out
Junior.
really well. Junior went straight to the front, like we all like to see. We all
Yes.
stand up and say,
Yeah.
hooray!
Yeah.
And then it kind of settled in. Next thing we know, he has a flat.
Well,
Yeah.
well, first we had to get past all the laps that were green. That like dum de dum de dum drum.
Well, yeah, it was a
Yeah.
long green
Think I took a
run.
nap.
Well, it was when Mark Martin and then Kyle Busch and then Denny Hamlin were running the same 3 for gosh knows how
For
long.
quite a while, yeah, but Junior did at least mix it up every time he'd overshoot his pits.
But
Yeah.
he was,
That was kind of fun
He
to watch.
did it twice.
Now, things
Yeah,
He did it twice.
he was told to watch his tire.
Well,
I
things
heard
have
that.
changed for Junior. There was a big meeting over this season, I'm sure, because I was listening to him on his radio, and whenever he kind of overshot his, pit,
He said,
he's
"I'm fine."
apologized. He says, "I'm gonna make this little adjustment in my car. Is that okay?"
Yeah, when does he ask
Yeah.
permission
When
to
does
do
Junior
When
anything?
does
ever
he
ask
ask
permission?
Tony Junior?
Junebug doesn't do that.
When there's a come to
Hey.
Jesus meeting with Big
I
Daddy.
think that Mr.
Big Daddy-
Hendrick sat on
Big Daddy
the
Hendrick.
down and said, "Now, sons, this is
Yeah.
the way we're going to run."
When Big Daddy tells you.
I hear a whole lot more respect going on.
Well,
in the
and there should be.
conversations.
Well, and I think Mark Martin is bringing some. I think he's bringing some, maturity to the team too. Not as if Jeff and Jimmy didn't have that already, but
He's bringing a diet to the team.
yeah.
Yes.
Well, I don't know how he's doing that on Kellogg's, but he's going to work that one anyway.
They've
So
got
anyhow,
Nutri-Grain
Junior was
bars.
out, so who's next? Who can win this race? Well, we were thinking maybe Mark Martin, but then
Well, you thought
Well-
Mark Martin, but you just knew because Kyle Busch and Denny Hamlin were lined up
The
behind
two
each
teams
other. You knew that
drivers
they were
were
going to
just
do it.
waiting for the right moment to take off.
But I think we need to give a shout out to Juan Pablo.
Juan
Pablo.
Juan?
I love my Juan.
Why are we giving Juan a
Well,
shout out?
hey,
Because he
Be
did
nice.
really well.
what did he do?
He ran up front with those guys for a good long period, and no one kept talking about him, but he was running up there with those guys.
You know, that is good because he didn't wreck anybody. So that's why I didn't.
Oh.
I didn't know.
say that.
Oh my God!
Well,
It's true.
usually,
Hey,
so that's
somebody
good.
invaded
That's
her.
good. That's a good thing. That's a
Yeah.
good thing.
Leave Juan
So he was
Pablo
like a
alone.
regular driver up there.
That's right.
Hey.
Good.
He's not a rookie anymore.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah, he has no yellow stripe.
He's working
I
hard.
don't care.
Anyhow.
I guess he
don't
had-
care.
Wait,
What?
he drove a Chevy. Maybe that's why he did so well.
He drove a Chevy.
That could be it.
So
could be
anyhow,
it.
so the race kind of went on. So you thought Mark Martin would be the car to beat because he was leading so long, but you knew he wasn't going to win because you knew that the other guys were going to beat him.
Toyotas were
and
gonna
sure
gang
enough,
up.
the Toyotas gained up.
Yeah.
And Junior couldn't
So-
get up there because he had the flats. So we
Right.
understood what
Although
happened.
he did a great job coming up from, what was he, 20-something, and then he moved up to,
eighth or
yeah, I
ninth
mean,
or
he
something.
did a good job in
Yes.
the little bit of time that he
But
had
it was a little
left.
too late, Junior. Next time, don't
Yeah.
have the flat. Don't wear out that tire.
Well, then Mark Martin has a flat.
Yeah.
Well, so everybody had issues, and then
Yes.
Kyle Busch won. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Kyle Busch. whatever.
Woohoo, Kyle won. There's
Okay,
a shocker.
So the good thing is that we now have the field locked in for the Daytona 500. So,
Yes.
Lady N.
Well, we had some people that had to race in or go home, and there were 17 cars trying today. So the ones that did get to race in were the number 36 Scott Riggs.
Yeah, and that's
very
good.
good.
We're very
Yeah.
excited about that.
Humility
Yeah.
is a good thing, Scott.
Yes. And the number 44 AJ Allmendinger.
Mr. Walmendinger, seems like you're coming
I
alive.
called him his
Yes.
real name.
I know you did.
Number 44 Arsenalville. Jeremy Mayfield.
Oh, Jeremy, was that?
Jeremy.
He brought a tear to my eye. I'm just
We were so happy for you.
We're very happy for you.
I
Yes.
teared up.
I know.
I
His
did
wife
too.
was so
I
excited.
had a moment.
Yeah, we were
And then
really
number
happy.
78, Reagan Smith.
Regan
Yes,
Smith,
very
yes.
good.
Regan
Thanks
did
to
have a
Regan,
start.
okay,
Yeah,
Regan.
sorry. I'll cover you.
But then we did have some that went home that were significant to
Yeah.
us.
They went
Number
bye-bye.
87, Nemechek.
Nima Wreck,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
He
And-
really tried hard.
He
And
did.
then
So
Brad
bad.
Keselowski.
Brad Keselowski.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
dude, if you hadn't tried to pull out and try to get ahead of everybody, you
Yeah,
probably
you
would have
would've
been
been
fine.
fine.
Pulling
But
out,
no.
pulling out is okay. Just
But-
make sure you got someone behind
You
you.
have to go for the win if you can.
Well, he did make a smart decision. He said, "Let's stay out." So that was good. He was up
Sure.
front,
Yeah.
but he's got some learning to do.
Yes, he does.
He's a
Yeah.
young one.
He's
Yes.
a rookie.
Yes,
Well,
he is a
but you know, I
rookie.
have to say, at the end of the dually number one, I was surprised Logano was actually pushing Jeff. I was actually happy about that.
I was
But anyway,
scared.
let's
I
move
was
on.
scared.
I was scared anytime he
So
was
who
around
else didn't
Tony.
make it? Oh,
And then
Boris
Boris
said.
said.
Boris said.
Yeah.
Boris
Oh,
said that was
Boris.
sad.
He's a
That's
favorite.
sad.
All the sad
Yes.
heads are having issues tonight. So
Yes.
Their furs are down.
the curls are a little mushed.
They're weak.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right,
well
so-
that's about all we had for the dualies,
Yes.
and now we have the lineup. You'll have to go online and look for it because I don't
It was a
know.
little
We don't
confusing,
have enough
but we
time to
got
give
it.
it all to you.
Yeah.
But then tomorrow we have a full day. We're going to the fan zone
Right.
over at
That's
Daytona.
always a lot of fun.
We're
Yes,
going
it
to have
is.
lots of photos and
And then we have the truck race.
the
Yeah.
Camping
Yes.
World Truck Race. So
That's
we're
right.
really
It's
excited
Always
about it.
exciting.
And
sure to
truck
catch us.
racing is great to watch.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah, those races are like some of the best races.
Oh,
so.
absolutely.
The
Anyhow, be sure to catch us. Catch us at our website at www.racetrackladies.com and then follow us on Twitter. Is that it, ladies?
That's it.
All right, we'll check you later.
Bye.
Bye.